Hello, my friends. So I wanted to come on today to do a challenge accepted challenge using one of the summer inspiration challenges for Mercy Tiara. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one of the sketches that is there. And it's right here. I think it's very, very cool. Leaves a lot open for interpretation and fun. So I'm going to do that for my sketch. I'm going to use this paper right here for my background paper. I really don't know much more than that. The photos I'm going to use are right here. They're of my youngest daughter. She had an ice cream birthday cake for her 18th birthday, and I let her have it for breakfast, so that was fun. And then I'm going to do something else as well. I'm going to use a challenge that is over at Mind the Scrap. We're in like a weekly challenge. So I'm going to use square photos, a one-word title, word embellishments, 4 paper layers, and doodling. So I have a lot going on here, so I'm going to get going. I'm going to go ahead and speed up the film for the next part and do a voiceover and see where this takes us. Okay, here we go. So all I've done so far is went ahead and trimmed those 2 photos that were both printed from my Canon selfie, and I didn't have a really good nice white border around it, so I just went ahead and cut the paper around it. And then in the sketch there's a pretty strong vertical line that goes down the side, so I thought I would go ahead and use some washi tape to do that, because I have washi tape, and I didn't really like so far the cast off pieces, my trimmed scraps that I have in this kit that I'm using. I believe I'm using a How to Kill a Kit with Style kit while I'm working along with this as well. So I mean, I have challenges going on and a fun kit that I put together, all that kind of stuff. So I am just going to go ahead and use the washi tape like I said, and I'm trying to figure out how I want to position the photos. I believe you will recall that the sketch had 2 photos and then it had some horizontal elements as well. So I'm going to go ahead and see if any of the elements on this sheet work. I will end up just doing a little bit of fussy cutting from the pieces and not getting a terrible amount of traction from them. So I have this absolutely fabulous wood grain that I used from a previous layout, so it's definitely considered a scrap at this point, but I want to go ahead and use it to map my photo. I had a heart cut out from a previous layout that I used with this kit, so I will use whatever bits and pieces I can when it comes to wood grain. So I also have a 3x4 card that I trimmed out of the cut aparts page, and I can't remember if it ends up, no, it does not end up on this. I really wanted it to because it's a birthday theme, but it just doesn't end up making the cut. So what this paper is right here, it's the back side of the cut apart sheet, and it's bright white, and it looks kind of like glittery metallic chevron on it. And I don't particularly love the paper on its own, but it is perfectly fine to use for matting. So I did mat my photo. I believe I matted it 4 times. I'm trying to use up scraps and give myself some dimension. And now I'm trying to get a couple of those horizontal pieces in that were part of the sketch. And you know, I'm going to faff around a lot. I'm going to go back and forth. I'll end up trimming my horizontal pieces because I want them a little bit thinner and a little shorter and all that kind of stuff. So it's the part where I'm trying to build my base page, and I'm not fully certain where I want to go with it, but it'll come together really quickly shortly. As soon as I realize that I'm going to have to do away with that 3x4 birthday card, it all does come together. So I said, hey, I already have it cut out. I might as well just use it for a mat, and that is what I do. Now you see the little birdie card with a balloon that is in the upper left of my screen. For some reason, I thought that was the cutest little thing, so I end up cutting it out and using it as an element in a die cut on this page, but it's just like the cutest little birthday balloon for this day. So what else can I tell you? The cake was, what is it, like a cookies and cream, like an Oreo ice cream cake from Dairy Queen. It was very, very good. Did not last incredibly long in our house. Let's see. All right, so I'm trying to find out which scrap piece of paper I have here for the other horizontal element piece. Actually, there's three. So there's a small one and then two that are about the same size. So in a way, it's a bit of an L-shaped design when it's all said and done. And I'm doing my very best to stick with what's in my kits. I mean, aside from enamel dots, I'm really just trying to stick with the product that I have and work with it from there. You see I keep messing with my phone. It decided to throw itself into some kind of battery saver mode, so it is continuously kind of, the screen keeps darkening, when normally it'll stay on for an hour if I want it to. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and fussy cut out the little birdie bits like we talked about. So part of one of the challenges I was working on, we had to do some kind of doodling on our page. So I went ahead and just use, I believe this is just a skinny Sharpie, and very messily, no perfection whatsoever, outlined my little pieces of paper as well as my scraps that I'm using, as well as I will do that to the background pattern paper as well. Now, a lot of you have been with me for quite a while, and you know that if I do a voiceover, you end up getting treated to the melodious tones of Sleeping Bulldogs. And my youngest one jumped up on the bed with me and was sleeping within moments, and that's unfortunately part of what you hear in the background. In this layout, I am still going ahead and scrapping on my kitchen table, but I might be moving my little upstairs crafting deal to the daughter in this picture right here, to her bedroom, because she just moved into a dorm and she has a desk that I can put right in front of a nice bright window. So I might be going that route shortly. I still am not ready to go back into the basement because A, it's dark, and B, it's freezing by my furnace, which is where my craft room is. Okay, so you see my cute little cutout birdie, and I did go ahead and outline my background, and I'm looking to see what I might want to come up with for a title. Now, the funny thing as well is this week of challenges that I was working with for Mind the Scrap, we had to use one-word titles. So you're going to see a little flurry of one-word titles on my layouts for the, for a few of them this month ended up going that route. So I'll get these base pieces put on, and then we get to start the fun part, which is decorating. So I grab out this cute little, it's like a little badge, like a little prize ribbon thing from the Dear Lizzy collection that's in this kit. I thought it looked so cute for a birthday, and I'm gonna go ahead and tuck part of my birdie into that. I love layering, and I love when things look all kind of connected, so that's where the decoration part of the layout will begin. I did, you see that I have the base done, and once I get the base of a layout done, for me, that the little decorative bits that come next are my very, very favorites. So, well, it looks like we had a little coffee break there. So I'm, so it's usually, let me get the base on, and then, I mean, I really start working on the title, like where I might want to go with it. What I did realize at this point is that I wanted some kind of an element for that third line that's in the sketch. You know, there's like 3 horizontal lines. So I went into the die cuts from this Dear Lizzy collection, and I liked these 2 cute little houses. I used that because the third piece of the little horizontal line, it's really kind of short, and so the houses ended up representing that third little line for me. And we were just at the house, so I figured it worked. Now, I was slightly bummed because These little houses also really remind me of my daughter's new dorm. It looks super similar to the orange house piece that is on the left. But we do have to sacrifice. I try not to save pieces for like that rainy day kind of layout. So that is that. What else? I'm going to go through and audition a bunch of pieces as I go. And hopefully I'll get the title on because I end up building everything around that. These chipboard, they're kind of like adhesive chipboard, but not really. There's just enough adhesive to keep them on the backing, but that's about it. Anyway, they're by Love and Lemon, and my title will just be, I believe the title is You. Yep, that's what it is. Because it's so her, just like the posing and the being cute and funny. Now, a different piece to tell you about the set of photos I took, and you can't tell here. My youngest dog, Mason, popped up right when she was getting ready to blow out the candles, and he ended up blowing out her candle for her, and it was really, really funny. Like, he huffed and it blew it out, and the picture after he does that is just priceless because she's looking a little traumatized that he stole her moment. Anyway, you don't get to see that here, but probably in a layout coming soon because I thought it was so funny. Alrighty, so this is where a bunch of the auditioning from the extra elements gets to come in. I was like, do I like these little stamps? Do I like these bigger die cuts? But I can tell you, I absolutely love this collection. It is so gorgeous by Dear Lizzy, and I don't know why I only ended up with a couple of pieces of paper along the way. The nice thing about it is, though, that my Tuesday morning was ever so kind as to get a bunch in. Not of papers, like I didn't get the papers, but if I can get the die cuts and puffy bits and that kind of stuff from a collection, I probably don't ever need to buy a piece of paper again. So if I can just get those other elements, I am a happy, happy girl. You saw that little pink metal die cut, metal with a D, die cut piece. The pink one, I went ahead and popped that up on just a little piece of fun foam. And I'm just, at this point, scattering some of the little bits and pieces around. Those are chipboard pieces that were in the dimensional stickers from that collection. And these are, geez, these absolutely fantastic, fab, wonderful puffy stickers. They're the kind that are super, super soft, like straight up like 80s puffies that we used to collect. Those of us who know what I'm talking about. Anywho, they feel absolutely great and wonderful and cute, and I did get 2 sets of them this time because they're at Tuesday morning. They're like $2.99 or something like that, and I love them. They're the perfect puppies. So these are the enamel shape / dots that I pulled in because I'm trying to get some traction on these Amy Tan hearts. And it's funny, I pulled them into this kit and I'm not doing that well using them. Now the other 2 sets, like that set there and then the one with the kind of like aqua and lime, those are just from an AliExpress order I did a couple years ago. And they're kind of cool because they're sparkly. So they have just a little something extra that's kind of fun. I also have some from that order that are they are matte. So I do like the different textures that we can score. That right there are some, that right there, that's terrible. What I'm using right now are some pearly Nuvo drops. And that's also giving me the look and the feel once it dries of enamel dots. The only problem with them is I have to be super careful not to smear them. I'm trying to have either Nuvo drops or extra mixed media bits or something in my kits, because if I don't have them out with my kit, I'm usually not willing to run downstairs to hunt down extra pieces. Before this ends up, or before this video ends, I wanted to ask you if you could go ahead and like and subscribe because I would be ever so grateful. I've been having a ball doing YouTube videos for you all. If you want to be notified, hit the notified button and or notification little bell, and it'll let you know when I do a layout or upload one. And oh, and if you have any comments, go ahead and leave them below. I try to sit down every morning with a cup of coffee and answer any questions or comments or whatever anybody has. The IKEA containers came up again, and those are the ones, and they're still current at IKEA, but they get different patterns and all that. And they're called FJALLA, and I don't know how to pronounce that. I have no idea, but people keep asking about those, the ones that I use to separate my kits out into. So that is that for the business end. So what you see me doing now is just going through, seeing if I want to use any of the labels that I had out as part of this How to Kill a Kit with Style kit, seeing if there's anything I can tuck in. And I did do just a tiny bit of journaling on the left with my daughter's birthday. So I'm showing you some of my dimensional bits and how it came out, and that is going to be it. Also, I took a photo of it so you can see it up close and personal. And I'd like to thank you all for watching. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you so much. Bye-bye now.